Hi, it's Chris, and this is my review of reading through the Bible in a year chronologically. Tonight, September 18th, we read through Nehemiah chapter 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 verses 1 through 3. And first we got the rebuilding the wall. Pretty dry through that because it's a lot of names, but we keep reading it because it's there for a purpose. It's there for our spirit. We read and we feed our spirit through this. Then we get into the wall defended. We see accusations from the enemy there. We see the enemy, Satan, using Sanballat and Tobiah and the Ammonite, and they throw accusations against them, and they mock them, and they try to scare them, but Nehemiah did not budge. He stayed strong, and he set guard against everything. And he says, "Hey, our God's going to fight for us. Be ready." He had a plan. He didn't just sit idly and say God's going to take care of it. No, he set forth a plan. He guarded everybody. He put a sword in everybody's hand. They had the trowel in one hand, a sword in the other. They were ready for battle. They were gonna work. They got it done in 54 days. They got the whole thing done in 54 days. An amazing amount of work, and they did it with a sword in one hand and a trowel in another. You know how much faster could they? God blessed it, but God allowed them to battle it out as much as they worked, and He gave them the strength to do that. God fought for them. But they still had to make the moves. They still had to fight the fight. They had to get in the fight, just like we have to get in the fight when it comes to our enemy, Satan. We have to pray. We have to dig into the Word. We have to know it. There's a fight going on. There's a battle going on. We see that. We see the accuser accusing people of things they never did, making accusations about them. Charlie Kirk, again, I can't get away from that right now. But there's accusations against him that are just false accusations. And that's what the enemy does. He makes false accusations. He uses people to make false accusations, just as they did right here. And our job is to stand up and fight. How do we fight? We fight with the armor. We fight with the sword of the Spirit. We fight with our full armor. We stand. We stand in place. We don't fall down. We don't back down from it. We stand and let the Word of God go forth. We let the truth. We know what the truth is, and we stand on the truth. The truth. That's what we do, and our God will fight for us. Nehemiah just didn't back down. He stayed with it. Even when there was a conspiracy against Nehemiah, again, the accuser put these things into these people's head, and they even wrote a letter. Said, "Hey, you're doing this to become king. We're going to send a letter off to King Artaxerxes that you're planning on being a king over Jerusalem now." And he said, "No. This is not how this is going to work. That's not what's going to happen." So the wall got done. 52 days. 52 days. They got it done. Hung the gates, and then Nehemiah turned it over to the worshipers to worship, and he gave them instructions on how to handle it. So again, we're in a battle now, forever. Well, not forever. I mean, again, eventually Jesus is going to come back. I just read Revelation tonight, read through it. Guess what? It's the end of the Bible, and Jesus wins. Our accuser, Satan, he doesn't stand up. We're fighting from a point of victory. Nehemiah knew he was fighting from a point of victory, and that's where we're fighting from too, because our God who hung on that cross, our God put Jesus on that cross, allowed him to be there and die for us. He won. He's the victor. He conquered death. He came back. He is big enough to do that. He is big enough to battle all this stuff that we're up against. He will do it. Nehemiah is hope in that.